Welcome to Willow Springs. We're on the big track and we've got two of Germany's baddest Autobahn blasting sedans. Get ready for a drive it like you stole it tire smoking shootout. On this episode of Head to Head, it's the BMW M5 versus the AMG E55. This full throttle showdown is brought to you by Royal Purple. These are two of the fastest four-doors in the world, and we're running them flat out on the racetrack and then side by side in a quarter-mile drag. No BS, just a head-to-head performance showdown. Now, let's take a look at the specs. The Beamer has a 5-liter V10 that cranks out 500 horsepower and 383 foot-pounds of torque, while the AMG's supercharged 5.4-liter V8 delivers 469 horsepower with an unbelievable 516 foot-pounds of torque. The 04 E55 is heavier, but less expensive with a Blue Book of $50,000. Let's hear what some owners think about this matchup.
I wanted a car that was fast, that was a sedan. When there aren't any kids in the car, I can ratchet it down, kick up the horsepower, and just have the time of my life. Obviously, I don't think the E55 stands a chance.
The E55 is a family sedan. You know, it's a luxury car that the Germans decided to slap a huge motor with a supercharger in. It's got air-conditioned seats, heated seats, massaging seats. Then you step on the throttle and the thing just pins you in the seat.
On the track, the cars are in the hands of Samuel Hubinet, better known as the Crazy Swede. He's a professional racer and a Hollywood stunt driver. His balls-to-the-wall driving is exactly what's needed to get the most out of these cars on the track. Coming up next, Sam drops the hammer on the track and one car is going down. So hold on, gearheads. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Royal Purple is the performance oil that outperforms. In fact, when given the choice, 25 out of 28 of America's top engine builders choose Royal Purple. More horsepower and torque and maximum protection against heat and wear. Royal Purple, the performance oil that outperforms.
There is no spark plug more capable of harnessing power than the patented Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. Denso Iridium Power Spark Plugs. For improved horsepower and better fuel economy on any vehicle.
Welcome back to Head to Head's M5 versus E55 battle at Willow Springs. The big track at Willow Springs is the perfect test grounds for our head-to-head matchup. It's an ultra-high-speed 2.5-mile road course. Turn 8 is one of the fastest corners in the US, and the front straight is a half a mile long. Now, let's see what they're like to drive. It's time to cut loose.
Okay, we're in the E60 BMW M5, the latest model of the M5 series. It's a V10 engine with 500 horsepower. It revs over 8,000 RPM. This is the front track. We can get it a little bit sideways a lot of times, which I'm enjoying. Woo! I would say the input that you get from a steering wheel, the braking input, it responds so quick. There's no delay. It's just solid. That went well. Let's see how we do in the straightaway here. Passing 130 miles per hour. The brakes are awesome. With the SMG sequential manual gearbox here, just use the pedals here to get downshift. No clutch needed here because the computer actually clutches for you. There's a little understeer going on here, which is safe. Flooring out a corner. It didn't have enough power to get it sideways there. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be stronger than that. It's a great car for the track, and you can even put 3 passengers in the back seat and still do well around the track. I gotta say, I love this job. I'm not trading it.
The M5 turned a fast lap of 138.77 with an average speed of 91.12 miles an hour. Timing segment compliments of the race pack.
The Mercedes E55 comes with automatic gearbox compared to the M5 with the SMG, and it's not the latest and greatest, but man, this beast got tons of torque, so it's really taking off. The E55 definitely comes out more than the M5. Oh, whoa! As you come out of the corners here, you can just feel that torque. Woo! There we go. This could be a good new drift car. The brakes are not as responsive as in the BMW M5. I'm using the switches on the steering wheel to downshift, but it's just not responding as quick as I want. This is fun! It's really strong and comfortable. I know what the Germans were thinking there. They want to make a really solid Autobahn car. So overall, I think it has a good potential both on and off track.
The E55 was 2 seconds slower with a 141.32 fast lap and an average speed of 88.82. Now let's get to it. It's time for a straight up quarter-mile drag race. 2 professional drivers and no camera tricks. 1 winner and 1 loser. E55 smokes the M5. It's time to tally the score. You saw the car straight up for yourselves. No favorites here, we just call it like we see it, and this is a close one. The engine goes to the E55 with its ungodly torque, and the drag race also goes to the E55. It'll consistently edge out the M5 in stoplight GPs. Handling, however, goes to the M5. It feels a lot lighter, and the steering is much more precise. And the quick lap goes to the M5 too. So in this head-to-head battle, the BMW M5 is the ultimate driving machine. Without a doubt, the blown E55 hauls ass in a straight line. But the M5 is a hell of a lot better in the curves. And we really love curves. So until the next head-to-head, we're out of here.